Alright, now that we have the stock off the body, I'm going to show you how to continue repairing that pellet jam. Next, what we got to do is you've got to remove the receiver. And to do that, there's two ways, the easy way and the hard way. I'll show you the hard way first. What you have to do is you cock it back and you leave it like that, and then you remove the receiver. But that's not the way that's not the way I want you to do it. I want you to do it the easy way. You cock it back and you move your single shot or 5-shot clip, whatever you have in there. Put it forward and ease your springs. That's the best way to do it. Next, what you got to do is you then have to remove these screws. So, here's your first one. First screw. Oh, where are you going? All right. And your other screw. Okay, next is we got to take obviously lift up the receiver. It's kind of a hinge action, but you want to cover it with your hands because there is a spring in here that likes to pop out. So just lift it up. Show you just like that. All right. Then, so next in the procedure is we're going to take off the bolt right here. Backing up, and as you can see, there's a spring I'm talking about that likes to pop out right there, so just be careful with that. Now you have it all open, and what you got to do is you got to fish around for that pellet, and the best thing to do with that is actually a dental tool. All right, you find it and you pry it out. This is a C model. This is a the 5-shot advancing clip. Don't play with that. All right, there's another video that'll show you how to put it back together if it falls out. But for the most part, don't touch that. Alright, so you want to fish it out. If you don't find it, you got to go through the next step and you got to actually take apart your trigger housing. I'm not going to go into that right now, but that is it for it. So, now if you're lucky and it's just sitting on the top as it normally is, it's usually, what you'll find is the hammer's right here. Right? You can see the hammer. That's usually where your pellet's sitting, or it's on the spring, but it's usually around this area you'll find it. And it's usually all crumped up and and all buggered. Alright, so there you go. So to reassemble, really simple. Oh yeah, alright, your pellet will look like this. See this? Alright, see it's all dented and mashed. Alright. So now you got the pellet out of there, you can just throw it all back together. Grab your bolt again, and you got to put it back in. Make sure, you can see back here, here's the back of the bolt right here. See this here? You want to make sure that is forward of that. They want it between here and here. So you just put it in like so. Grab your receiver, throw that back on top. Now you got to push the wings in. These wings here, you got to push them back in, and your cocking handle, you got to push it in all at the same time. There you go. Reattach your screws. One important note is when you pull out the pellet, if it's half a pellet, like if it seems like it's missing pieces, you're definitely gonna have to go in the trigger housing. All right. So, all right, and just give it a couple tests. Cock it back, ease your springs, put your single shot, a 5-shot clip in. There you go. Next, what you need to do is throw your stock back on. There's another video for that. And if you like this, rate it, tell your friends, and go check out BBGunRepairHQ.com.